What is up, guys? I'm coming at you from still in Queens, New York. Today, again, I'm with this fucking clown over here,
JNasty.
All right, and today we present a new thing, I guess, that we're gonna have with me and this fucking asshole.
This fucking moron.
This is the Powerlevel Podcast.
Powerlevel, baby.
Oh, indeed.
Okay.
Fucking stab you. Yeah, so today we just want to, so we're going to just talk about, let's say, gaming stuff.
Yes.
In general, and everything that has to do with gaming, which is what I wanted to do with this channel, like, for a long time. But it just hasn't happened, only once in a while. So, today, first thing we want to talk about, right?
First thing.
Monster Hunter.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if I want to do a review, not really. I kind of just want to talk about it. So I know you haven't played the game
at all. I am just
which I know I keep harassing you about it, right? So, it's a pretty straightforward game, kind of. You go out, you kill monsters, you hunt monsters. It's kind of in the fucking name. Yeah. It's not that complicated.
Self-explanatory.
If you don't know what Monster Hunter is by now, it's been out for like 2 weeks. It's a Capcom game. It's sort of an MMO, but not really. Like, I'm kind of like still wondering what kind of game it is.
Co-op.
It's it's the only way I can see, right?
You go with your friends into the story type of thing.
So it's pretty basic. You start off, you're a hunter going to the new world, right? Mm-hmm. You're on a boat. Shit gets attacked by a giant monster. You hop off of the monster, as far as I know, and then because I don't remember because I'm fucking retarded.
He's only played a couple of hours.
Yeah, I've only played a couple of hours. I've only played because I literally just moved. Like, this is a new apartment. So I haven't, I have not been able to fucking play anything. I don't know. Do you have any questions about it?
Yeah, there's a couple of things I want to. I don't know about the game. Like, let's start with an easy one. The class system. Like, how is it?
Okay, so there's there's no class system at all. So basically, you're dumped onto the island and you're basically given all the weapons. They're just like, nah, son, you're the man.
Here you go.
You're the Fifth Fleet. All right, here. I'm gonna give you like fucking 12 weapons, and then that's it. You can literally
choose wisely.
So you can literally like use any weapon you want.
Okay.
Different weapons do different things. I have used personally the hammer because that's just what I use in every fucking game. You know that. You know.
It's either that or a mage.
Yeah. It's either that or a mage. Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
So you've got the hammer. You've got the lance, which is kind of dope. You get a shield and a lance, and you can fucking just all thrusting attacks.
It's not like
a standard. No, it's not. There's nothing like so far that I've played in the game. There's nothing that's like tanky. There's nothing that's like.
More DPS-y and.
Everyone's a fucking DPS basically.
That's. Cool.
For the most part. You have like the only thing that's different is like an archer, but it's still a DPS. There's still you have the regular bow. You have there's like a giant epic bow that's like does mad damage, but it's not even like a bow. It's like a gun kind of.
Yeah.
It looks like a bow, but it's fucking fire. It's dope.
It's amazing.
Actually, I gotta use it. You have lance. You got a great sword, standard. You have a long sword.
Okay.
Which is a little bit weird.
So the first sword you mentioned, is that like a one-handed sword?
Which one? The great sword?
No, not the great sword. You said there's a long sword. Yeah. Is that just
so that one? I do believe is that one is two-handed.
Okay.
But it's not a great sword. So a great sword would be like a big fat
that's
fucking
what I figured
sword,
that would be like
right?
a buster sword.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the long sword it's like a long, thin sword. It's not a big
like a
fat,
katana?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost. Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
And this one is actually, it just focuses on long attacks. So you can
like a range
fight. It's a range, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a Sephiroth type of shit, right? So
I have to get this game.
Yeah.
I'm so behind.
Dude, it's so much fun.
I'm so behind on my games.
I have only played a couple of hours that I've only played by myself. But it's like a really fun game. Like, it's really especially with the hammer, just bashing shit is amazing. The cool part of the game is like basically the best way I can describe it is Phantasy Star.
Oh,
if you played Phantasy Star Online,
yes, I have.
it's kind of like that. You're in like a hub spot, and then it's not
like
open
an instance,
world.
like an instance.
Yeah.
Spot? Okay.
So it's not a hub.
It's not like a.
I mean, it's not
a sandbox.
No, it's not a sandbox game.
Okay.
You don't go out try. You do explore though. Like you can explore the instances because the instances are big. So you've got like a sand, like a desert type of spot, like a wasteland. Yeah.
Oh, so there's like an ecosystem in the game, I guess.
Yeah, it's the stage. They're instances, but they're big. They're big,
massive?
Yeah, they're like really big. They're like when you go into the forest, which is the first instance. I was like exploring for like an hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you only had 50 minutes.
What?
To
Okay. Okay. So if you're all right, so this is what makes the game a little bit weird for me. I don't understand it. So you go online, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like an MMO. You're not like just out in the open world going into towns. You're in the hub of like the village, I guess you want to call it.
Okay.
And then you post quests. So you have the handler who's like your person that takes care of you and gets you quests, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go to her, you post the quest. Whoever's in your hub in that village, because I'm not sure exactly how it works. I don't know if there's many of them.
Yeah.
I guess there is.
All right. So maybe the villages are instance you're saying too?
That's
We don't know if like
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like
1,000
fantasy
user
stuff. Yeah,
this instance.
Yeah.
At the same time, I get it.
So you go to your handler, you get a quest, you post the quest.
Mm-hmm.
Now people can join your quest whenever they want.
Oh.
So once you get the quest, then you literally fly on a bird or like a pterodactyl or some shit, and it flies you to the instance. It's like the most epic shit in the world.
Oh man,
it's fun.
By the way, trust me, I've seen videos. I've watched streams, and it looks so good.
It's so much fun.
Oh,
it's
man,
so much fun.
I have to get the game.
So to the question that you were asking me, when you go on a quest, you have 50 minutes.
Okay.
So only when you go on a quest you have 50 minutes. But you can go on what's it called? It's like investigation or something like that.
Okay.
And then
exploration?
It's like investigation or exploration, something like that.
Okay.
And when you do that, that's just you just walk out of the town, and then you can just go to whatever place you want. You open up the map, and you just go there.
Okay. All right.
And then you can just go on like whatever you want. But the thing is like even when you do that, it's kind of like a quest because whatever you like at the end, like whatever you fight or whatever stuff you get, there's like a you know, a fucking like after you fight a boss.
Okay.
You kill the boss.
So there's like a screen that
yeah. It's kind of the same when you go back to the
experience or maybe coins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, it's really odd. Like I don't not that I don't understand because I'm just gonna make myself sound like I'm 800 years fucking old.
He doesn't know how to play
over
video
here.
games.
I don't know how to play. No, I don't know how to play video games.
Not at all.
No. So. No, but yeah. So it's kind of like that. You post a quest,
okay,
and then you can either have people join it or not. But like I was saying, the instances are humongous. They're huge.
Do you know how many people can join?
It's I think 4.
4 people?
4 max.
So so it's more like a co-op rather than an MMO.
Yeah, it's not like an MMO in your like classical sense where you start off, you pick a race, and you. Wait, what? What happened?
So good. No, I'm just. I don't know. Like that's probably my favorite part of the whole MMO experience.
Yeah.
You know, setting everything up. You know, picking the race.
The character creation for everything is the best. Like the character creation of Monster Hunter is not great. Like you can the face wise, you could do a lot.
Okay.
You can do a lot like with the face, the eye size. Like you can.
So kind of like Dragon.
It's not like.
Is it kind of like? Remember how?
You can't really like scroll certain things to like.
Like they don't have sliders.
Kind of.
They don't have sliders like
there's
that.
There's like pre-selected.
Phase 1, phase 2.
There's that. You'll have the standard, so you can pick like a guy that looks Indian. Yeah. I picked like a mad like white guy because there was like just nobody.
Puerto Rican guy.
No, there's no Puerto Rican guy because I would have picked it. There's no Puerto Rican guy. I could have picked it. I picked like the most white, no, maybe like the second most white bread. But I picked like some fucking guy with just looked like an old ragged white guy. Like that's always the kind of characters I like playing. So you got like an Indian looking face, Asian looking face, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like,
man, you know what?
I'm just saying.
East Asian, South Asian. You want me to start doing this now? Jesus Christ.
See look how salty.
So,
when you try to correct him or
just give me some pepper with that salt. I hate you. So I fucking hate you so much. But yeah, it's not great. The thing I really don't like is that you can't change the bodies. So you can't make them tall or I get kind of aggravates me.
I was kind of telling you, like, when I was watching the streams, that's kind of one thing that
everybody looks the same size. They're all the same size.
Just is jacked.
No, but you're not jacked at all.
But you're
literally not jacked.
And then you correct me and say, no, that's the armor.
That's just the armor. The armor is huge. Depending on whatever armor you get, like you'll get so you start off. You can pick what you start off with, either leather armor or like a classic chainmail, medieval style.
Like a plate armor.
Plate armor, yes, exactly. You can start like that. I chose the leather one because it looks better.
Yeah, more mobility.
Yeah. But it doesn't really even make a difference.
No,
it doesn't. This one is just like purely aesthetic. Yeah, it's purely aesthetic. It's pure.
Okay.
But like it's purely aesthetic. But you get different stuff in the game. So like the way it works is, all right, you have a certain set of armor. You'll start with iron weapon. Because that's usually what everything starts with. It's just an iron hammer, like in my case,
bronze.
An iron hammer. Yeah. And then you have different material weapons. And then as you kill monsters, you get like the stuff that they drop. So you'll get a scale, a tail, a piece of the skull, stuff like that.
Okay, I see.
And so as you unlock it, the tree unlocks. So because obviously the whole point of Monster Hunter is making gear, right?
Of course.
It's basically the end game of every MMO, except you just automatically start doing that.
Listen,
which is what I always thought was funny about it.
Because you know what? All we really want to do in every single MMO is just absolutely just make it the best looking character.
You just farm the best gear. That's literally that's all you're doing. I mean, I did it in Final Fantasy when we got to 50, when it was 50. And then, when it was 50, and then
that's
the
so long ago.
I know. And like the same thing with WoW, it's always the same thing. So as you gather materials, the recipes for those parts of the tree unlock.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have the iron tree, and then you have the bone tree, which is like I have the bone hammer. And then it just keeps going on with different creatures that you get.
And you get this with every weapon, like this. The tree opens up. Like say like
the tree opens up as far as I
you max out the hammer. Let's just say right. And then you say, I'm bored of the hammer. I want to go with like a sword, like the long sword.
Yeah.
Like, but you have to pretty much go all the way back to the beginning, get this.
Basically, if you don't have
sword.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If you don't have. Shit, that's a good point. I should probably start playing with the other fucking
one.
Yeah. Basically. I mean, really, yeah. And like a different armor has different abilities: strength to water, strength to fire. Because different monsters do different stuff.
There's attributes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's really like end game MMO. Like except that's how you start doing. Like you're doing that from the beginning. You're literally just killing monsters. Boom, boom, boom. Farm the gear, get better.
And these monsters look so epic.
Oh, dude. It's the theatrical part of the game is what makes it amazing. It you'll be fighting excuse me. You'll be fighting like a big epic like T-Rex.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere a dragon comes in, like Mike described this to me. Him and Kevin were in doing like fighting a monster. And a dragon comes out of nowhere and picks it up. And it's just like, nah, son.
And just takes
I think he takes it, yeah. I don't know if he like picks him up and just starts. I don't know. But he was like, yo, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen that yet. But this is the cool part about the game is like, you can be fighting a monster and then another high-level monster will come out of nowhere and start fighting with that one. But if you're not careful, that one will come after you. That's why
pretty much one shot you.
That's why, yeah. That's why, like earlier, when I was telling you, I hate the T-Rex. I'm fucking T-Rex, but his name is.
No, yeah. No.
But he like constantly, I'm trying to kill this fucking monster, and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna circle and just be an asshole. And then the other monster, he fights with him, but then he runs, and then the other one runs, and then I'm like, holy shit! And then you gotta go and you gotta chase him. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I believe it.
But like the cool part about like you can see like how it could maybe get monotonous like after a while, like trying to farm the gear. But if you're like a big MMO guy,
yeah,
it's gonna be like it's just another day. It's just another day.
The grind for MMOs are the same. Level up, gear,
level up, and then once you've maxed level, now that's it. But this is like you're gonna max like you're trying to get your weaponry. And then the same thing, I do believe, because I haven't really gotten any armor.
So you're still running around with the leather armor?
Mostly, I have but I did blacksmith like some gear.
Okay.
I have some new gear.
All right.
The thing is that like I'll only have like the headpiece and the chest.
So you're running around with a nice looking helmet and then leather.
And then leather, yeah. The eternal struggle of like shit like that. It's the same thing with MMOs.
Yeah.
But like the theatrical part of the game, the graphics, it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful fucking game. I have to play with other weapons because I haven't. There's a weapon. Jesus, how can I forget the name? I'm the worst. I'm terrible.
I don't understand.
Why am I here?
Like, why are we even doing this part of the podcast?
There's a weapon. There's a weapon that it's a club. Right? This is like one of the coolest ideas of a weapon I've seen. I love it. I'm going to use it. It's a club, but it's an instrument at the same time. It's huge. It's like a big fucking hammer.
It's like a bat. Big bat.
Yeah, it's like a big bat, and it's got horns on it.
Okay.
Like horns to play music. So you could pop, and then you just play the thing, and it levels, like it gives you attributes. It buffs you like a bard.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's so cool. I saw it and I was like, this is awesome.
Oh man,
I've never seen it. It's so cool. It's like so silly because you'll see him like hammer, like fucking bashing the monster, and then he's just like, yeah.
Well, the one thing I saw now that draws another question because I saw when I was watching a couple of vids, I saw like your weapon durability would go down.
Okay.
All right. So wouldn't that look a little funny? Him trying to sharpen. This
is what I was telling you earlier about the hammer. It doesn't make sense to have to sharpen a blunt weapon. It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid.
For all you guys that don't know that, like, obviously the durability of your weapons go down as much as the more you fight. And he just goes, like, you can creep to, like, a corner and then kind of, like, sharpen the weapon.
You really have to be careful, though, because the monsters don't play around.
No.
Because, you'll basically be hitting the monster, like, hammer. I'm smashing it. I get so mad. I'm smashing it. I'm hitting it, whatever. And then, I'm doing ass damage.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. You gotta, like, run.
No, face creeping. Oh. And, obviously, the monsters are just like, where did he go?
No,
the monster will know exactly where
they legit, like in the wastelands or whatever, there's this stupid fucking monster that he's covered in, like stone, and it's mad. He's so annoying. And he shoots mud out of his body. So he, like, sticks you to the ground, and then you can't do shit. And so he's a pain in the ass because he takes forever to kill. At least it took forever for me to kill. I don't, like I said, I don't have like any. I'm not fighting with weapons. I'm kind of.
Are you actually playing with anyone? Or are you doing with it?
No, I haven't played with anyone yet.
Wow.
I mean, there's like Mike and Kevin I want to play with, but like that's when we get settled. But I mean, technically I can do it tonight.
So if you're watching, play.
Maybe I'll stream on Twitch. Yes. But so what was I saying? You gotta run in a corner and be like, because you'll see like a little gauge and then it runs out. It runs out. So it's really annoying because the monster, like the AI is really good. The AI is really good. So, I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but it's like really annoying. So I'll like run behind something, and then I'll be like, ha ha! And then, no, it doesn't matter because they can break through all the stuff that you hide behind.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I didn't know that in the fucking game.
And I saw some stages, like, you can actually fall, like, really far, and you can have to climb all the way up to...
Yes, yeah, you can, like, go on, like, weeds and shit.
Yeah, vines and shit.
Yeah, yes. The cool part about one of the coolest parts about the game, besides, like, the monsters fighting each other, it's, like, the coolest thing, because you can go hide and just be like, yeah,
do my work for me.
Yeah, it's literally, you can do it. And, besides, what the hell was I talking about?
Hiding from...
We're doing this again. No, but
hi, welcome to Level Up.
No. So no, I'm just kidding. So the coolest part about it is besides that, like that's like one of the coolest things because you can hide and just watch it.
Yeah.
But one of the coolest parts is like if you're at a higher level than the monster, right?
Okay.
And I know we were talking about this before. You can actually run off the ledge, auto jump like Zelda Ocarina of Time invented.
Of course.
Auto jump off, and
go.
then if you hit like triangle or circle, you'll fucking jump on the monster, and you'll just start, like
fucking awesome.
hitting X or triangle. Yeah, just and you're just decking the monster like decking. And if you stay on top of him, which a lot of the time you don't,
of course not.
You'll ground them. And then they'll like fall on their side, and then you get a free shot. I have a hammer, so I'm just always bashing the skull in. Bop, bop, bop. Like the attack. This is the cool part about the game too, though. Like the cool part about I love that you can like battle damage them. So
okay.
If you start, so you can start hitting different limbs, and then they start just like hacking at the legs.
Yeah.
When they start to run away from you, which they fucking.
They do.
They will.
Yeah, right.
When they run away from you, then they'll be like hobbling, where you can cut off the tails. I'm sure everybody knows this by now.
Yeah.
But
if you don't, like, he's just.
Yeah, so like that's one of the most awesome parts of the game. Like I'm always aiming for the head because the hammer, I do the most damage with the head.
Always head.
I do. So the.
Oh my God, Kodo.
Yeah, he stopped with the body of the shots.
I mean.
I guess it's so fun.
I'm sorry, guys. I hit a sore subject for
oh, God.
Von Doomich here is upset now.
My hearts.
Anyway, back on track.
Yo, Golovkin, Canelo, though. I'm waiting. Oh, man. Did you see the first one?
This is the wrong.
All right. Anyways, I know. Well, yeah, so it's not like a traditional MMO. Like if you're looking for a traditional MMO, this is not. It's not the type of thing that you like.
No.
Create a character. And then you're like in this world, and then there's like a hub where everybody's in, like the auction house. Like it's not like that. It's not like that at all. You play with your friends, which is awesome, and then they don't penalize you in like Overwatch.
Do you?
And then,
can you do the story, like the actual story mode?
All the quests are basically story.
Oh, are they? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
All the quests are basically story.
All right.
Like
okay.
you get side quests like on the message board kind of thing.
Okay.
All
right.
For like, so you'll get extra monster hunts or whatever. But like all the hunts so far, like that I've done, it's all story. Oh man, the game is so beautiful. I love that game. It's so much fun. It's so much.
He talks so passionate. Listen, me and this guy could talk for hours.
I know. Let's try
to get away. He just the way he explains this game. I literally for the last 3 weeks now.
He's been asking me to fucking buy it, man.
I'm trying,
and it's fucked up because I've only played a couple of hours.
He's only played a couple of hours. I've seen there's just streams.
The streams on Twitch are so awesome.
Oh my God! And I really want this game. I've been.
It looks so much. Like I want you to play because I want somebody to play with. Like because if you start playing, then we can play with Mike and Kevin. We got a 4 stack.
Oh.
Yeah. The thing is that like. Yeah, you gotta stop messing around. Don't be idling in the game.
Oh, all right. So what he's talking about now is that I'm a huge Final Fantasy 14 advocate. I leave my game on, and
hours. It's fucking hours.
So for most of you who I don't know if you know or not, 14's MMO. We were in
14,
the same.
It's not, man. It's Final Fantasy 14.
I call it just 14.
14, man.
I'm sorry, Final Fantasy 14.
People are gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a sequel to the fucking FPS game 13?
Anyway,
they're literally gonna think that's gonna.
Final Fantasy 14. I was leave my character idle, just sitting like you said, like with Monster Hunter, like with a market board, and I'll just stand there. Just be there because I'll be at work or I'll be.
When we used to play, it was so bad. I would see you online, and then I'd go, and then I'd be like, "Yo, what up?" And then nope,
nothing.
Well, and you'd be standing in the same place you were 2 days ago. And I'm like, does he ever play the game?
And the other day, I actually hit like backslash game time or play time, and it was like a year.
Yeah,
it was like a whole year. Dick. I just listen. That game just hooked me. Yeah, that's cool. That game hooked me when. All right, so I didn't want to play an MMO. Like I had no interest, other than what was it, Phantasy Star. But that was actually for a system as well. Like that was for I had it for 360 when it came. When it came out, but
forgot about that. I just when I think Phantasy Star,
I think it's a Dreamcast. Yeah. But I had it for 360, and that was the only MMO I think I've ever played up until that point. And then our friend Macho was
really. You never played an MMO at all?
Oh yes, I have. Only because I stopped playing Terra. I played Terra after that.
That's right.
Terra's was a Korean MMO. It's a action.
Like an action RPG.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, it's a really good game. I've been meaning to get back onto it, but
it's free servers now, right?
Yeah, it's free to play. Yeah, but Final Fantasy 14 is subscription still, just like WoW, right? WoW's still subscription. I mean, I don't play
WoW. I do believe it's still subscription.
Right. So those are like the 2
years. Yeah. I think
the 2 mega.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 basically is like number 1, I think now. I don't think that they're really like from what I hear, World of Warcraft is really watered down now. The last time I played it,
that's what I heard.
The last time I played it was when the Goblin race had like been out for like a little while, and then
I don't know what that is.
Goblins, you know.
No, I'm just saying like a goblin. It's just a race.
Yeah, it's just a race you can pick. You know,
no attributes. No attributes or anything come with races in that game.
Yeah. There's certain like I was a gnome warlock. I think gnomes have like high magic. I do believe.
Magic.
Oh yeah, that was my shit. Yeah, you know me. I always have to be like a black mage or red mage is number 1. Red Mage is number 1
now. I hope if you're watching the video, please leave a comment below trying to get Von Doon here to come back to 14 and Final Fantasy 14.
Just tell me how many of you want this asshole to turn his phone off.
I just did. No, like when we played together 14, Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
You were actually a dragoon.
Oh yeah, I think that's the first class. Yeah, that was what I wanted to be from the beginning. Because there's no red mage.
Well, now there's a red mage.
Yeah, well,
now. 20 levels later. 20 levels later.
What bullshit,
Two expansions later, there's a red mage. Listen, actually, the red mage does quite a lot of damage. It's a decent DPS, and it's kind of easy to play. I think it's the easiest class to get good at.
Really?
Yes, actually, because rotation is so easy to master in that game that like you can actually pull really high numbers with that.
I remember you were showing me when you were streaming. I was talking to you on the phone when you were streaming.
Yeah.
You were showing me like the stuff.
Yeah, because they do this cool thing where they have like a dual cast, and what they do is they cast a magic first. So like let's just say Jolt is like a non-expected magical damage. It's not black or white magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you draw out a Jolt, and then what you get, you proc your dual cast, and basically the next magic in your rotation is instant. No cast time.
No cast time.
Yeah. So you would cast, insta cast, insta. So it's always like that while throwing off global cooldowns in there, and I mean.
Yeah, it looked pretty epic actually.
Yes.
And where you got and then their offensive, which is dope.
Yes, and they have a cool gap close. It's very flashy. It is really flashy.
Yes. It is. I remember Final Fantasy 11. The red mages were hyped in that game because they looked like fucking musketeers. They had the best. If I remember right, the best head had a big giant fucking feather.
Yeah.
It was the greatest thing ever. It was so good.
I still can't believe that game is around. I cannot believe Final Fantasy. I think it's just having this expansion as well. I mean, I haven't played 11. Again, guys, I told you that I wasn't really a big MMO guy until 14, Final Fantasy 14, and
that was a game that disappointed me. 11 disappointed me.
What did it?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Like 0.
Really?
I played. I was an elf. Was I a red mage? I think. Yeah, I was a red mage because this was one of the reasons I stopped playing. Was because I started as an elf red mage in Stormwind, and then I got to level like 20 or 21, and then I de-leveled like twice, and I couldn't. There was like 1 or 2 days, where I was trying to get a party for like 8 hours.
Jeez.
And
I've seen the maps in that game.
Because
those were huge.
Oh, dude, that was a cool part about the game. The game was like it was a good part and a pain in the ass part because there was times where like it would take. Because Stormwind. What am I talking about? I think Stormwind is from World of Warcraft. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm terrible.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't leave.
Holy shit. Oh, my God, man.
What is happening?
I know. Everything's just becoming one big melt. I've been in the Matrix for so long.
The move is fucking with him.
Anyways.
So travel. What
no, that's just... dude, you would have to walk and it would be like 25 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, yes.
So it was like a ginormous.
It was crazy.
See, that's what I like about 14,
awesome.
Man. Yeah,
which is awesome. That's what I love about MMOs in general. I love that shit, man. I mean,
we love exploring.
That's what I love doing.
Enough is enough. I like the fact that everything nowadays is more instanced. Like you get thrown in a zone. The zone could be.
The thing is that I don't mind the travel if there's like an airship for me to go. Or if I go on the airship and the traveling is 3 minutes instead of 20 or 15, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem. But
we're grown ass men. We got things to do.
If you're gonna walk from
20 minutes,
so I would have to go. So this is one of the reasons it was a killer, man. You start in the first. If you're an elf, you would start in a certain. It was like that's how it is. It would be a certain town.
Okay, the same goes in 14, yeah.
And so, outside of it, you would fight bunny rabbits and sheep.
Or ladybugs.
Oh my god, it would drive me crazy. Like
that's
you walk around,
games, though.
Yeah, I know. You walk around, you see a sheep, and it's like this sheep is very tough, and you're like, okay, great. I have a sword. A sheep is going to kill me. Okay, whatever.
And you get that when you do die.
I know. You feel like such a piece of shit.
You know that sheep hits you for 10, and you're hitting it for 1.
It's awful. So, anyways, you start, and then once you get past that, you would have to go to the beach, the sands.
Okay.
And then you fight crabs, whatever. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. But then after,
it's it. Okay.
And then after, well, you know how
huge and
this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Then after you get out of the sands, you have to go to Quiffum. And that's another
You're
time.
Pronouncing that wrong?
I don't know how. It's Quufim. Quiffum. I don't have no Quufim. Quufim.
Let's just call it Quufim.
Quufim. I just say Quiffum because fuck that.
So. I'm sorry.
I don't. Yeah. What else were you gonna pronounce?
Quufim.
I'm sorry. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I had to go to Quiffum when I got to level like 21. So I had to go to Quiffum after that, but to get to Quiffum.
I'm sorry. Good. You're such an asshole.
I know. I had to get Mach to escort me.
What do you mean escort you?
Like he
would teleport or something, and you would get it.
No, he had to walk with me because to get to Quiffum from that sand area, you would have to fight Malboros.
Oh.
And they were like fucking level 30, man.
And you were like
40,
what, 10?
And you're like level 21. And it was disgusting. He was like, wow. Yeah, no, I'll just walk you. So you would have to walk. Man, there's no other way. You had to avoid them. Like you couldn't fight them.
Couldn't just get a rape whistle.
You couldn't.
He had to walk with you. Like I don't understand. Like that's man. Like
and then you get to Quiffum and then everybody's there. Really? Can I tell the story?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So you get to Quiffham, and then everybody's there. Like that's where like everybody was selling shit. Like right outside the city, it was crazy. It was like a shit ton of people sitting down and then just selling.
What are these NPCs?
No. It's like actual people. Like
who play the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was like actually like people selling shit outside. It was dope. Was that the first? I don't know if that was the first MMO I ever played. I think it might have been.
So you played that before you played WoW?
I think I did. Yeah. I think so. And then I got to Quiffham, and then I couldn't find a party, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And I just stopped. I just stopped playing.
I heard that's why a lot of people stopped playing that game, or they got frustrated with that game.
Yeah.
Like the party makeup system. Well, first of all, like getting credit for I think NM. I think that's what they used to call it in the
Notorious Monsters.
Yeah. Like it was a bitch because you would have to camp out.
Yeah, you would have to wait for it to pop.
Mm-hmm. And then, but like getting credit for it or some shit was a bitch.
Fight, they would fight for it. I mean, that's. I mean, because I think there was some people that I think this happened to Macho a lot. It was like a thing that happened a lot. They would kite the mob.
Okay.
And then, you would be fighting it, and then somebody would come along and then get the last hit on it, and then I think
that one person would get the.
Yeah, I think so.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, it was some shit like that.
Oh my god! I would find where they fucking.
It was some crazy shit. I could be wrong, but I think that's what would happen. It was fucked up. There was also something called what was the name of it? Shit. This is what they would do. You're at a high level, right?
Yeah.
So shit. You would. All right. There was something called linking in that game.
Yes, I heard.
Right.
About this. Yes.
So in 11. So for those of you who don't know, there's something called linking. So if let's say you get aggro from one mob, right? So you would get aggro from one mob, and then you get aggro, and then it fights you, and then you fight it. No, in 11 there was links where you'd aggro one mob, and then he'd be linked to like 3 more, and then
that's
right.
Normal. Yeah.
So what people would do was they would aggro the entire zone.
What the fuck?
They would aggro the entire zone. And
there was no reset? There was no aggro reset? Like, if you run a certain distance, that they would reset in the...
No, not in the zone. That was their zone. So you would run, go, and then you'd like... I forgot how Macho described it to me, because it never happened to me. But he would just... All the mobs in the zone would be coming after you, and then if you leave the zone... And there's any people like standing there, they would all aggro everyone there. So high level people would go to low zones, aggro all of them, and then just kill them all.
That's fucked up, but it's funny.
It's hilarious. It's hysterical.
That's fucked up.
It's hysterical, but
I would fucking punch them in the fucking mouth.
It's like when Mike in Ion. You ever play Ion?
I played it, but not for long.
Oh man, that game has the best character customization I've ever seen in a game.
I never had a computer that could run too well.
Oh my god, dude! That was a game where every character was different. Every person that you saw playing the game looked different.
Really?
You had small little girls, like tiny. You had big, giant monster dudes. My character was a big, fat-bellied fucking guy that wielded an axe with a big-ass beard. It was so awesome. That was my second character, though. My first character was like a scrawny, like, fucking sorcerer. But the character, oh my dude, you can do everything. You can control the length of the arms, the length of the wrist, the length of the fingers, the size of the hands, the size of the wrist, the size of the arms, the size of the shoulders, the size of the chest.
You're pretty much playing God.
You can make whatever you wanted to do. You can make. Wow, it was amazing. You literally could. Like you could if you were that awful of a god. Yes, you could. you could. But that character customization was dope. 11, I didn't like the character customization because it was so terrible.
Well,
you had 3 heads for every class, for every race. 3 heads, 3 elven heads, 3 human heads. It was just terrible.
If you play 14, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
You get like 4 heads. But the thing is that you get like a couple of races, and then you could, male, female.
Have they added any more races?
They added after you left. They added in Heaven's Ward. They added aura.
Those are the dragons.
That's the dragon. Half dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those actually were kind of.
They're awesome, but they're like the whole like they look like they all played in Green Day at one point.
What?
Yeah, they have like the
Mohawks.
Not the like the Mohawks, but like
swoops.
Yeah.
They got the emo swoops.
Yeah, so it's like a whole bunch of like old school emo kids. Yeah. So, but the thing is that they look tough. So it's like it was kind of like the reverse. They got the swoosh, but they look like angry.
They're just like angry. But
yeah, exactly.
What the fuck? That's a little.
Actually, when it came out,
scales. No, at their wrists?
No. Yeah, they probably just flick it off their.
Well, you know. Now that I think about it, scales look like they would be really good at playing, like for like a picking device, right?
Yeah.
So that means they can all be musicians. Does that mean like?
I fucking hate you. Like this is this. You see what I'm saying? You're a fucking idiot. All right. So out of the MMOs you played, which one you would say is your favorite?
Oh man, do I have a favorite? That's a good. I've never been asked that question before. I don't know.
I've never asked you.
No.
This is the first time.
No.
Look at that breaking news.
Shit, man. I don't know. I really liked 14.
Oh,
that's the one that I
good,
played.
Man.
Like, I maxed level and I played it a lot. I really like that game a lot. Like the presentation is good. You know, it's Final Fantasy. The presentation, the graphics are really good. You know, the story. The stories are good. Like the stories are good. They're not like amazing, but they are good.
No.
They are good.
Oh, stop. Hold on. All right. So he's only played up into A Realm Reborn. He hasn't played. You haven't played Stormblood. I mean, Heaven's Ward.
Heaven's Ward. I have.
Heaven's Ward. It goes a little bit deeper into like them trying to get rid of the Astians and things of that nature. And then, like, I don't want to give too much away. And then. Actually, it kind of like takes like a different turn in Stormblood. Instead of fighting, like, because Heaven, I can say this much without spoiling it. Heaven's Ward is all about the dragons. It's just dragon. You know, Midgard some more. Yeah, fight the dragon. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Anyway.
Don't want to get to that shit, man.
Indeed.com. So anyway, so like Heaven's Ward was all about the dragons and everything. You kind of get fucking tired of it. It's like, oh wow, look, a talking dragon. Oh shit, another talking dragon. How many fucking talking dragons?
And you know everybody. How many of that class, like of that race, was there everywhere?
What, all Ra's when they first came out? Oh, everyone. But like everyone's still either an all Ra or a cat girl, like the Makote female. So anyway, but Stormblood, it took a different turn. They actually like. It's
we all know why there's so many cat girls. Can we just be honest about that?
Yeah, the weebs. Okay, anyway, back on track. It's more about like a revolution.
Okay.
Like cool. So, it's like a rise up. So that's why I beg you to get back in this game.
Which one is that one? Heaven's Ward?
Stormblood. That's the recent. That's the expansion we are on right now. Right now we are up to patch 4.21, and like just everything. Like I think you would like for anyone actually. I think everyone would enjoy the classes that they have now.
Yeah.
You know they have the newer classes. Not that came with A Realm Reborn. They have the Machinist, which is the with the gun. They have the Red Mage, which you would probably like.
Of course, yeah. Hell yeah.
They had the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, yeah.
Dark Knight is awesome. Like that story.
Dark Noob.
No.
No, I only say that because in World of Warcraft, there was like Dark Knight, and then I think, and it's just like everyone would make fun of it because it's what everybody would do, like because everyone was like an edgelord, so it's like, oh, I want to be the Dark Knight. No.
Right now, everyone like the class that is not to play just as of 4.21 is probably Samurai because no one can get a static. No one could do endgame.
Wait, what do you mean?
Samurai is very, very high DPS. Solo, like personal DPS.
Yeah.
So even if you use like a combat, tracker, you can see the numbers are astronomical. Like they are high.
I think it was the same way in 11. I think Samurais were really
like they're really high. But the thing is now people are kind of like they just want to work together. So you want to boost the entire raid's DPS rather than personal
just
DPS.
Your own.
So they don't come with any raid utility. so you don't they don't have anything to buff the whole party. Everything they have is themselves.
Yeah. You need to play as a team.
Yeah. So like right now, I actually have a samurai in my static, unfortunately. That's just because I'm a fucking nice guy and I don't want to be like, hey, give me a ninja, because
ninjas were disgusting in 11. They were really powerful. Do they still have the shadows?
No, they have the shadows. Yeah, they have a move called Shade Walker, Smoke Bomb, but that's more like aggro distribution type.
In 11, they were really powerful. At least that ability.
Were they used as tanks in 11?
I do. Yeah. If I remember right. Yeah. I think because you could you can use Shadow, and then I think you would get like 3 hits free. You take no damage.
Oh, they have a move like that. It's Dream Within a Dream. That's basically like
it's really way more complicated way to just say shadows, but okay.
It's called Dream Within a Dream. Okay. Right, and it's basically off global cooldown, and they basically do like 3 hits, and like each hit it actually takes off like a chunk of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, no, this one was like you have shadows, and then you get hit, and you don't take any damage.
Oh,
it was a defensive.
I gotcha.
Not like that.
They have an ability called
There's probably has to be something.
Not like Shade Walker. There's another ability that he spins around, and like basically it used to be the next attack takes no damage, but now it's
okay. Yeah, it was something like
that. Now it's a percent. It
took that away. Yeah.
It took that away.
Ninjas were really strong in 11. I remember that like pretty clearly. Mm-hmm. Red mages were strong. They were useless, I think, until level 21. When they would get it was so long ago that I played. But you would have this ability where it would flip your HP and MP, and you could just and it was just so powerful that like high level red mages were really.
So like if you flip the HP and MP, if you have like an MP build, like let's just say, and you flip it and that's your HP, like
because think about Well, the thing is that imagine like you have 500 MP. It's never gonna be like crazy like. If you're running out of MP, you can just flip the shit, and then now you have like almost an infinite pool of it because you can always just flip, heal, flip.
Yeah, heal. Okay, gotcha,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like
I thought it was overall like numbers. Like you would flip the number in its entirety. Like
what do you mean?
Like say you have 10,000.
Your MP.
Yeah. I thought maybe if you had full HP, which let's just say 10,000. Let's just take that number, and you would flip, and then you would have 10,000 MP. That's actually what I thought it was.
Oh, and well, no, that's basically what it is. Okay. Like if you have, if your MP, I don't know. I'm assuming this is how it was. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played.
He's old.
The fucking go fuck yourself, man.
I don't know, man. Square Enix puts a lot of games out that are pretty good, man. I mean,
what?
I said Square Enix. That's a Square Enix game.
Oh yeah.
And they put out.
Yes,
me too.
But it's kind of it's funny. I always like relate it to WWE.
Why you call it WWF?
Well, no, it's not just that. No, it's not that. It's that. Once they became WWE, they just became really bad.
Yes.
So I always the point where WWF became WWE is where I mark the end of it. Like where it started. This is bad.
Yeah.
Square Enix is kind of the same. But they don't put out like complete garbage. But it's just not as strong as it used to be in the 90s. Like in the 90s, no way it's strong. But whatever. That shit just happens. What are you gonna do? But it's just upsetting.
I see that.
It's so upsetting.
Jesus Christ. What about Square?
So 14 is probably my favorite. To get back to that,
okay.
14 is probably my favorite.
All right.
11 actually like I can talk about this because we can talk about the next thing. So in 14, right? So I kind of wanted to talk about like is there anything like you buy in 14 like
such as what
besides like a new like a DLC like something that's like you paid for, right? Like
real money, real money, like with actual money.
Yeah.
Yes. There is what's called the Mog Station. Like you go on, you just Google Mog Station, go on the Mog Station, or whatever. You put in your username, your password for the game, and you can get optional items, which comes with, like you could buy outfits, for the glamour system. You can buy emotes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And weapon glamour.
Obviously, there's nothing weapon glamour. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called. It's the actual system in, I don't know about every other game, but in Final Fantasy 14, it's called the glamour system. Yeah. So you would use glamour prisms and basically mirror what the one weapon looked like onto the weapon you're currently equipped, and then it looks. Really? Yeah, it takes the image of that, and then so say like I bought from the Mog Station the Reaper, like the scythe, and yes, I paid actual money for this because I'm an idiot, and so what I did was I glamored onto like my warrior axe. So now my warrior just looks like a fucking beast, and when he's doing his fell cleaves, he does it with a goddamn scythe and just destruction.
That's hilarious. So like you actually paid money for that?
Yes, because I'm an idiot.
Well, I wouldn't call you an idiot. No. So like, all right. So obviously it's not like anything that helps you in the game, right?
Nothing.
Right. So
they do have things that help you in the game, though. You can
buy.
Yes, they started doing this.
Really?
At the beginning of Stormblood, you can buy job boost books in the Mog Station.
What the hell does that do?
That jumps your level from, like, if you have a brand new character and you say
you see the camera's fucking blurry now because you just made it hurt.
I'm sorry, I poured salt on it. No, what happened? You could go from 1 to 60, not 70, 1 to 60.
What?
Yes.
That's a little bit ridiculous. That's a bit fucking ridiculous. I was like, you disgusted him so much.
I see that. I'm sorry, video guy. Logitech God, apparently. Anyway, no, yeah, you can go from 1 to 60, man. So even if you can't, that's why I've been begging him to come back on the game.
Oh, what? So that I can fucking
I will pay 20. No, because you can't win because you suck anyway. Anyway, so
can't wait. Can't wait. Yep.
So you can go from 1 to 60, but you still have to grind from 60 to 70 to do end game content right now. But still,
well, that's a lot of work still.
Yes. Even 50 to 70 is a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like, I remember. It's like again, it's like 11. Like, dude, that grind. Because Macho had like every job.
I almost did too.
Yeah, and just that from like the last like 10 levels is just crazy.
It's so
and I mean that's usually
XP.
How it is. But like 11 was like extra. That was a really fucking hard game. I'm gonna talk about that later. But so then how do you feel about that? Because I want to know how you feel about that.
Oh man. All right, so let me start with the glamour system. Buying for glamour system.
The touchiest subject.
I didn't want to go here, but we're gonna do it. Okay, so the glamour system, like buying things to like for cosmetic reasons, like aesthetics, I have no problem with.
Yeah.
I have. You know what? If you want to be the guy like I am, and you want to just look a certain way, because like my character, honestly, right now, I didn't buy anything, but it looks like Tifa, and I wanted it to be like.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
If you want your character to look a certain way, I have no problem with you going to the Mog Station or in any game, going to your store, in a store to buy like any kind of piece of gear that you want, just for aesthetic reasons, not for boosting. I just
yeah.
I
mean, this goes into like really touchy territory, just because of the whole microtransaction thing. I mean,
here we go.
Look, like, see, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. I don't really care that much about cosmetic problems. I don't care. Once you start affecting the game, like where I just spent my ass like struggling from level 1 to 50.
Yes.
And now you're gonna give somebody that pays, how much are these?
$25 each.
That's pretty penny, but still, like,
I mean,
it's not that much. It's not that much. It's really not that much money.
But still, just the principle of the fact that, hey, I'm a guy who played since 2.0. I didn't play the original. I played since 2.0, and I grinded my fucking ass from 1 to 50, even from 50 to 60. So 1 to 60, I did myself. And I did it on all my characters without a jump potion. All of a sudden, now you're going to give it to, now you're trying to attract a new crowd of people. And mind you, Square Enix was brilliant for this, even though I hate the reason I did, but their marketing for the last expansion was ridiculous. I mean, I'm not even a wrestling fan. It was advertised on WrestleMania. Final Fantasy was fucking
I watched WrestleMania
or Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Royal Rumble. I think you're right. Yeah.
It was advertised. They advertised it on something that
they really pushed it.
They pushed it super hard.
Yeah.
And the thing was, it didn't destroy the game. But it bogged the release down hard. Like servers were going down. There was main story quests you couldn't do, so they started calling it Rob-on Extreme. Rob-on is a character that you would have an NPC you would talk to, basically in the main story quest, and he would take you to an instance. And there were so many people playing the game that you couldn't get past, and you couldn't do the rest of it. You couldn't open any primals. You couldn't do any bosses without you keep going on with the story. So that was a huge roadblock.
That's crazy.
So you couldn't do it because there was so many people playing the game that it just bogged down. So servers were crashing. Square Enix, even though they're fucked up for doing the whole jump potion thing, like that marketing aspect was ridiculous.
That's fucking bullshit. It's a really shitty practice, and nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
I don't.
I don't. Like Overwatch, perfect example. This is where everybody goes. Like, I don't have a problem with Overwatch with the loot boxes because all of it is cosmetic. It's not that big a deal. But people go crazy even with that. They're like, no, like I should not have to pay for this. I agree with this. I should not have to pay for something that I can just play. Like, I should just be able to play the game.
You should get a reward for playing the game.
Like how it used to be, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, like, it's been a staple for so long. Like, is it really that big a deal that you're spending like a couple of bucks for a skin?
A skin?
Like, it's not that. Like, I don't.
It's not a big. Listen, guys, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I
mean, but the thing is that like the thing is that we're not like the thing is we're older.
Yes.
Like, so for like a 12-year-old kid, like that's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, imagine when we were 13 and you're playing like Final Fantasy VII, and then there's like some epic Tifa skin.
I'd be upset.
And then you're like,
I'd be pissed.
I'm 14.
I love Tifa, but
I'm 14. I can't really.
No.
And you can't unlock it.
No.
And even if you can unlock it, you have to, let's say, beat the game 35 times. 35 times, not once.
So you're telling me this 13-year-old kid has to sit there, mind you, the kid has to do things too. He has to go to school. He has to do his homework. Has to do shit like that, right? And you expect this fucking kid to play the game 35 fucking times in order to get probably one piece, because that's what games would do. That's what the games would do, because these companies are going to, these production companies are going to make you beat the game or do something ridiculous. Because remember back in the day, they used to even to get like ultimate weapons. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like in I think in Final Fantasy X, you'd have to dodge the lightning 200 times. 200 times. I still would rather do that though.
I was to get Lulu's final weapon.
That was to get Lulu's weapon.
The Onion Knight.
Yeah. I hated 10.
I don't like 10 at all.
I hated 10.
I'm sorry. I can't.
10 was horrible.
That was the beginning of the end with Square.
No, it wasn't. What? Oh no. 12. No.
Square Enix. That was the beginning of when it was getting bad.
No, it wasn't. I don't think so. I don't believe that.
10?
I know 10 was a bad game, but you telling me 12 was a bad game?
No, I'm talking about 10 is the beginning where it started just like. 10 and then 11 came out and I didn't like that either.
Yeah, because that was an MMO. That was a different style. But then again, that was change.
Well, that's fine. But the thing is that there was no regular game. There was no game to like accompany it. Like it was like there's no like story. Because you know how MMO stories are, man. Like
trust me, I know.
World of Warcraft. It's not even a story. It's like, and nobody ever reads it anyway. But like I was upset about 11 because I wanted like I didn't play MMOs.
Did 11 have microtransactions? Was there like a website I can go to? Do you know?
Fuck, man, not that I remember. I just know that there were real money like guild sellers.
There's still 14.
Yeah,
it's never gonna end.
It's always gonna be.
It's always gonna be. There.
But like
microtransactions. But
it's like it gets you upset because you're like, what the hell, man? Like, dude, just put it in the game and let me unlock it. Yep. Technically, like, let's say Overwatch, you can unlock it. You can unlock it. But you're gonna have to like you get a loot box for every level you gain in the game.
How long does it take you to level?
Bro, this shit is so slow. Like, I mean, you can do it, but you're gonna get one loot box, as opposed to spending $5 and getting like 10.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Like spending $1.99 and you get 2. It's, you know what I mean? Like, so
I don't know. Like, the thing is, it's hard for me to like agree or disagree with the loot box. It just, I'm not a fan. I'm not a connoisseur of this pay to win.
Nobody.
That's nobody. Pay to win shit.
No.
That
is unacceptable.
Yeah,
that's
unacceptable. Yeah,
that's unacceptable.
But like again, aesthetics. Look, when I used to have my 360, when I used to play 360 game, I used to be a huge Gears of War fucking player, you know.
Yeah.
And I would buy like little cheap shit, like skins and shit on, you know, the.
Yeah, dude. Everybody does it. Like it's just like they.
Shit?
I mean, the thing is that like they're making so much money.
They gotta be making crazy.
It's $4 billion. I think I saw something the other day, and it was like 4.1 billion. It's an insane amount. That's why they're doing it so much.
Wow.
It's really more. The thing is that people are buying them. So it's like
if there's a market for it, you can't.
The thing is that people you're releasing content, and then you're giving them the ability to like just buy it. It's like, and people are gonna want that. Like, they're just gonna want to do it. There's people that are like, yo, I got no time for this shit. I'm just gonna buy the shit, and that's it. Like, if it's pay to win, I think it's unacceptable regardless.
Yes.
I don't think it's acceptable.
We all know like that.
That's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmetic, whatever. Like, I can understand why people are like, it's a form of gambling, because there's some people that just can't stop. They literally can't stop. They have to keep on buying them over and over. It's happened with my friend the other day. He was like, I need the skin. All right, I'm spending another $10. I'm spending another $10. I still haven't done. I'm spending another $10.
Wow.
Yeah. There's like, people won't stop. They won't stop. They'll like and it's like it's a form of addiction. Like, it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
And it kind of is like gambling, but I mean, again, if it's just like.
But the reward is a skin.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's so silly to buy like a in-game thing. When you think about like, it's not real. Like, it's not like, hey,
it's
I can't. Nothing. Like, you're not. It's just a thing in a game, and then the new game's gonna come out, and then that thing's gonna be meaningless. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
you know. I mean,
I'm making these faces and everything, but like, you kind of you're weighing heavy on me because now I'm just like. Because I do that in 14, so it's like,
man, I'm talking like I bought so many loot boxes. Forget it. Every time there's a new event and there's a good Zarya skin, that's it. I'm buying loot boxes.
Jesus Christ.
I have to get like, it's just like I'm buying it because what? $5. The thing is that I'm not crazy about it.
No, like you can control yourself.
Yeah, I buy $5, and then if I don't get that, I'll spend maybe like another $10. And then that's it. Oh, okay. All right. I spent $15.
It's like, all right, that's it. Pump the brakes.
That's it. That's it. If I don't get it, then I'm like, all right, I'm not going crazy with this. It's stupid. There's some people that can't control themselves, but the thing is that you can also make the argument that that's their problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
listen, if there's no market for it, then why would
everybody's buying it? I would say.
So you guys have yourself to blame in that situation. Like,
that's the thing. It's like, you got to kind of take responsibility for that.
Accountability.
You're like, yeah, man. Just take, like, dude.
Moderation.
This is the thing. If it's not making them money, they're not gonna do it. So just stop buying them.
Yep.
Like, stop buying them. Like, I'm an asshole because I'm buying them, right?
Yep.
Like, so. But like, it's just cosmetic, and you'll get flamed for saying that.
Oh, we're probably gonna get some backlash. We're gonna get some backlash for this for sure, and which is why I told them this is gonna be an iffy subject to bring up.
Oh, of course.
And so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, the whole microtransaction thing is like BS. I think it gives the I just think it gives the companies like a reason to release incomplete games, where otherwise they wouldn't be able to. That's the only thing. Like I think it
certain games come to mind.
Yeah, stop. So I'm not going to talk about that because we'll just go on forever about it. But it gives them an incentive to release a game that's incomplete because they can always just patch it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the thing is like it's cool that they can always just patch it. But the thing is like just release the game full, complete. Like I know people have deadlines and shit like that, but the thing is like
see that's what me and you are going to get into this argument because I say it's okay to release a not so much an incomplete game, but if you want, say like it's not a polished product, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not like you didn't fine tune it. Yeah, it's done, but you're just like, oh shit, I should have done this. You could always go like we have the technology now to go back and patch things.
Patch shit, it's great.
You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Great.
But like what he talking about is like incomplete with the whole shit was just not ready at all. Regardless of a deadline, it's not fair for consumers, us as gamers.
Dude, like you can't like that's what I'm saying. It gives them like an incentive to be able to be like, we could just patch it, and then they'll still buy it. You know what I'm saying?
The DLC, that's a little different. Yeah. Patches should just come from companies. That we're all online, we all look. You know, you pay your PS, your PlayStation Pluses, you play your Xbox Gold, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any membership, and you should be able to patch it. Like, there's a way for these companies to give you the content, the downloadable content, without really having to pay. Mm-hmm. But it's where the companies make money based off of the content that should have been in the game originally.
Yeah. It's like a lot of them won't. I mean, I guess it depends on the company, but they're not gonna like if it's a core part of a type of game, like it's not gonna like it's like they're not gonna charge because that would be ridiculous. If I buy a game and there's no story mode or something and it's an RPG, I would fucking lose my mind.
It's so funny that you're going towards it when you're tiptoeing.
I would lose my mind.
I'm pretty sure any gamer out there that actually knows the shit about like the gaming community or anything like that knows exactly what game you're talking about. And that you just don't want to go.
I'm just saying I'm just saying in general, like people are gonna get upset. Like it's like that kind of stuff. That's why like it gives like the games a bad culture because then like they can just always be like, oh yeah, well we don't have to polish it. It doesn't really matter. We can just patch it later.
These motherfuckers will buy it anyway.
Yeah.
But again, you guys have to take responsibility just like we would. You know, I'm not leaving us out of the loop because we're the schmucks that do it too.
Yeah.
You know, but we all as a community should get together and just. You know, like that, you should take a stand for. You shouldn't buy a game that's not finished. If your boy has a game and it's ass, and you know that this company's been waiting. Like, how long have we been waiting for some of these games? Let's be honest. Okay, let me use this as an example. How long have we been waiting? Have we all been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3? Okay, they've released 1. They've released 1.5, 1.8, 2, 2.5, 2.8. Right? How long? How long has it been? Fucking forever.
Yeah.
I think what did we play that in high school? Fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god, yeah.
Holy shit. It's just coming to mind, right?
It's crazy.
So we've been waiting for a long time. Imagine they came out with this game after this fucking long, right? And then Sora, right? That's the name of the character, right? I do believe. I haven't played in a while. Sora comes out, and then like you have to go to the worlds, but you have to download the DLC for each world in order to move on to the game. Imagine that. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody would get fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Like people get frustrated and then again like they release like the thing is that they'll release stuff and then and this is not like just one company. There's a lot of them that do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're gonna make this available, but you're gonna have to play the game ridiculous amount of hours, like some crazy amount of hours to be able to get enough gold or whatever the hell it is to get this skin or get this character or get this whatever.
One skin though.
Yeah,
remember that. What you're saying.
That's the thing.
You're saying like, get this skin, meaning one, but then they'll turn around and make a loot box, and then they'll have.
Yeah,
4.
it's not like you can just beat the game and then like beat the game once or twice. Like not an RPG, because like RPGs, like an MMO is a little bit different. It kind of goes on forever, right? But like a regular like arcadey game or something like that, it doesn't make sense. Like just make it unlockable.
Listen, this is why achievements is important though. That's why I think that the achievement system really hasn't, like the whole platinuming games in PlayStation and fucking like I forgot what it is in Xbox.
Yeah.
Getting 100% of all getting all the achievements and shit. They should make it that some of these achievements on the game, like the console themselves, to give you something for it. You get what I'm saying? Or even if it's in the game. Like the only reason I keep bringing up Final Fantasy 14, there's achievements, and some of the achievements now they give you mounts. They give you certain mounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all right. So like if you tank, say you're a tank and you tank a hard an extreme level boss like the primals, do it 200 times a day, and you get a mount. You get a whistle, and it gives you a mount. For a tank,
oh,
a tank
that's
mount.
Cool. Yeah,
and then, I think
stuff like that is cool.
a paladin gets the lion, the warrior gets the bear, like a war bear, and shit. And the bear's all fucked up, and like games should really follow that kind of like structure, and then you would get like, all right, so in Overwatch, say, hey, win 250 matches, let's just say.
Yeah.
Get a loot box.
Mm-hmm.
Like just 250. Yeah, I'm making a number up, but that's probably astronomical.
Yeah,
but but it would give you, say, if you win 250 matches, give you 4 loot boxes.
It also gives you more incentive to play the game. It gives you more incentive to play the game. Like it's one of those things where it's like instant satisfaction. Like instead of like just like
to grind anyway.
Yeah. Like if you're. It's one thing to grind, and I know people like get mad about like I know Americans don't like grinding, like that's why we're not gonna get into it now because it's been going on for a while, but we've been going on for a little bit, but it's the reason why JRPGs are not popular here anymore, and that's why even the Japanese are Americanizing their RPGs.
I miss JRPGs.
I mean that's the Koreans are the only ones that go hard now. I think with RPGs, if I remember right, but like. It's like this instant satisfaction where it's like, nah, I'm not gonna play the game at all, and I'm just gonna pay for this to get this item, and then it's become like that. Now it's become like that.
Because JRPGs were like that because obviously that's my favorite type of game, right?
Yeah.
So like I was trying to use this example before, Tales of Zestiria.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Tales games, like a lot of the Tales games, like that are on the new gen consoles. You can they have microtransactions in them too. You can get skins for the characters in that game of outfits of past.
Do they really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So like you can get like damn, what is it? Tales of Destiny skins and shit like that. Yeah. Like just the outfits of the main characters and shit. They translate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I see. I understand that, but like, this is the thing. Like, the thing is that they've made it so difficult to grind for it because grinding is like whatever you like playing the game, you play the game, right?
Yes, sir.
But like, if you're gonna make it cost like 1,000,000 points to get one, and then every match you have in a game is gonna give you 200. They're setting it up like that on purpose so that you can just buy it because then they just get the money real quick.
Yes.
And the thing is that it also gives the person like instant satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, instead of just playing the game, I can just get this instantly. All right, I'm gonna play this for a little bit, and then you just like you don't care.
Go about your day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't give you like an incentive to like keep playing the game, and you're like, oh, this game's awesome, and it's like weird. It's like it sucks. It's kind of like shitty. Like I remember like buying a fighting game, and then you just play the arcade mode and you unlock the character.
The next character, yes.
Yeah, man. Yes. That's how it was. And now it's like, whatever, this is the DLC for the next year or whatever.
Well, remember, like touching back base with the JRPGs, Remember, like, JRPGs like give you incentives to play them again with alternate endings.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
You know what I
Nier.
mean? Look at yes,
Yeah,
I haven't played Nier.
Yeah,
yes, it's in my. I have the game. This one I actually have.
Yeah.
But I haven't played it yet. But I've heard that you can go back. Like once you beat the game, you get one ending or one part of the ending. You go back.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Yeah. It's like that's like a cool incentive to play the game.
That is
like I beat the game once,
Mm.
and then I think I only got like 25% of the story. The story. Like
Of Nier.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think it's only 25% that's finished. If I think that's it.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of dope. Like that shit's awesome. The same thing like Chrono Trigger, man. Was it 21 endings? I think it was something like that.
Star Ocean, the second story.
Oh, so good.
Star Ocean. He never beat it. I don't know why he's always like.
I know.
It was so good.
It's such a good game. It's such a good fucking game.
It was like listen, but you could be like, and it's funny because like the story, not the story per se, but like I guess how the character interactions. Like if you don't get one character. And then you can't get this character.
Yeah, because if you would play with Celine, what's her name?
Is that the one with the gun? Yeah.
No, remember, because you could play with
Claude
or
Rena.
Rena, there we go. You could play with Rena, and then if you didn't play with Rena, I don't think you got this guy.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz was my favorite.
You get Diaz. Yeah.
And what was the other guy? Oh, Leon? Was that? No, not Leon. Leon was a little kid. I think Leon was a kid with...
There was, I think, Asher with the
Ashton.
Yes.
Ashton.
The
yes.
dragon.
That's
my favorite character in the game.
Yes.
In the anime, it's even better because of like his love of barrels.
Really?
Yeah,
I think in the game it has it too.
I don't remember if it's in the game.
Yes, because when you go to a town, I remember when you go to a town, like your first of all the characters come out in your body like all the old school games. And then the characters would break off into their own thing in the town. Mm-hmm. And I think I remember like seeing a little heart above.
I think you're right. Yes.
And it's funny because I would think like you would see like the dragons actually have the same emotion as Ashton. Like when he gets sad, you see the dragon heads like wow.
He's such an awesome character.
I love that game. Like I wish they made games like JRPGs.
Well, let's not get into that because that's gonna be like another like 45 minutes.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll save that for next time.
Yeah,
let's save that for next time.
I think next time we'll go into JRPG.
Because right now we're running at like an hour and 17, so I think we were trying to do 30 minutes.
Yeah, look what happened. We doubled. All right.
Double in So I mean, I think that'll be it for today. I don't want to like destroy your ears or destroy your eyeballs if you're watching.
Just look at me. Cute.
All right.
No. Anyway.
So yeah. I mean, so keep watching. This is the first part, episode 1 of the Power
Level, baby.
The Powerlevel Podcast, and like, subscribe. I mean, if you like the content, let us know. If you hate the content, definitely let us know.
Yes, please leave a comment.
Oh my God,
bashing me or bashing him?
Yeah, it's much.
Please tell him to shave the soul patch. Let's
no, this is not going, bro. This is not going. Where am I gonna go when I die without this?
Look at it, because when you get salty, sometimes it sticks straight up like one of those like LeBray piercings.
Yeah, I know that way. Everybody knows how to deal with me.
Anyway, please like, subscribe, or comment below.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. This has been a lot of fun. We've been going on for a little bit too long, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And I think that's it.
That's it, man.
I'm Avon Doom.
JNasty.
Oh, yes. And we are out.
See you next time.
All right. Level 9.